Hello, Patrick Daig here, and thank you for joining us. My friend Dr. Ann West has some questions for me. Many of these questions you might have yourself. Ann's a very talented businesswoman, but she's never raised private capital. Please join us and listen in.
Hello, Ann. I'm so delighted you're here today, and want to thank everybody who's joining us on this video. And by the way, you're a bit of an entrepreneur yourself. Is this not true?
Yes, it is true. So, Patrick, you're the man that's raised more than $500,000 in less than 60 days, and I'm really curious how you did that.
Frankly, that was just one of a number of ventures that I've been involved with, Ann, over the last 20 years. That particular one you're mentioning was fairly recent. That was $567,500 in 47 days.
Wow.
I went on to raise another $200,000, funded that venture to about right at $800,000, did very well in the marketplace. And frankly, raising private capital, it's one of the roads to wealth, and something that I really took a lot of time back some years ago to learn. And I'm delighted to share some ideas with you on how to do that.
Fantastic.
Now, I know I'm talking about $800,000, but let me be clear, it doesn't have to be that much money. It can be a lot more. It can be way, way less, well under $100,000. I have coaching clients that have brought in less money than that, launched businesses, and move forward. So the bottom line is that you don't need money to get going. The idea is to bring capital in so you can get going.
That's beautiful. But you have to know how to do that, right? So how do you do that? What's your story?
Well, as a matter of fact, Ann, this was years ago, decades ago now, and I was just working a regular, ordinary job, and I had some friends, one or two friends, and one or two family members that were traveling first class, beautiful homes, lovely, great cars, vacations, relaxed dinner parties. Just that was the lifestyle I wanted. And I could see that I needed some way to get there. So I started thinking about a business opportunity. I happened to come across one. In my case, it was a real estate venture. And I thought, here's my ticket, but I need capital to make this happen. Went to a very expensive attorney. I used up almost all my available cash, got some offering documents. He gave me a few ideas about the laws and rules and regulations, but nothing about, hey, where do you go find investors? How do you raise money? How do you get started? So there I was with these documents, and I had to figure all the rest of it out. Now, fortunately, I managed just by really staying focused to make it come together, but it was really, really hard. And I wouldn't want the people watching this to have to go through that. There's so much easier way to do it.
So here we are shooting this video in your beautiful home. You're living on a first-class golf course with a wonderful water fountain right outside your door. You've got a great car in the driveway, and you have fabulous dinner parties, because I know I've been to some of them. So what's your secret?
Well, the truth is that after I did that the first time, it did very well in the marketplace, that particular first venture. I thought, I'm on to something. But I knew that I didn't know. And I thought, well, you know what? The people that are experts on this are frankly the Wall Street firms that raise money. And one day I said, I'm going to go for it. I walked into a Wall Street brokerage house, and I said, I'd like to apply for a job. And you can't believe this, but they took a hard look at me, and 30 days later, I was getting trained in New York City by one of the largest investment brokerage firms in the United States. And they put me through their entire system, learned their system inside out. Actually, I've raised a lot of help. That company raised a lot of money. I mean, tens of millions of dollars. Wow. Moved on to a smaller firm, did the same thing. And then, and this is over 20 years ago, went back out on my own. Since then, I've raised millions of dollars more. I learned their system. There's a very clear, simple 7-step system. I quantified it. They taught it to me. It looked a little different. I quantified it down to 7 steps, and I apply it every time. I teach my coaching clients that. They follow it. They become successful.
So if somebody has maybe like a great idea or a project, but usually the problem is that they just don't have enough money to get it started, and then what happens?
Getting the capital on board, that process is similar across the board, and that's really what I've developed an expertise in. Real estate, I mean, buy an apartment building, for example, a strip mall, certainly can bring private money in to make that happen. There is an unlimited number of different opportunities that this would apply to.
Fantastic. This sounds great. I want to know where the money's coming from, don't you?
Okay, I'm happy to tell you guys. There are a number of sources. I'm just going to list them for you. One of the first ones is angel investors. They will have their own personal objectives. So some angel investors might be looking more for income. Some are looking for growth. But let me let you in on a little secret. Money is looking for opportunities. So that not only is angel investors, investment clubs. I've raised money from local investment clubs. Of course, friends, family, coworkers. In addition, and here's a great one, I have on occasion brought people into my business as associates and said, okay, we're going to start this together, and I need to tap into your contact list. And I've raised a lot of money doing that as well. In my training, there's several other sources that we could talk about. The bottom line is that there's so much more money available out there than people begin to realize, and honestly, than I even knew about when I first got started until, thank you, I got trained on Wall Street and was really, the curtains were drawn back, and I was shown all of these sources of money I had no idea about. That's what I'm sharing in my training.
This sounds like really good news. It is for me, and I bet it is for you too. You're making this sound super easy, Patrick. Are there any big secrets we don't know about?
Well, Ann, you're not going to maybe like this because you think it already sounds too easy. And you have to be motivated. You have to be focused to make it happen. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is easy as pie in the sky. But if my attorney says that anybody who knows how to read and understand the real estate purchase and sale contract can read and understand the documents and make this happen. And he has hundreds of clients that do this. But yes, there is a big secret that makes it even easier. You want to know what that is?
Yeah, don't you? I do.
Have you got a nickel? No, I'll go ahead and tell you. The big secret that I learned on Wall Street is a $5 trillion pool of funds. And I'm here to tell you that every single one of my ventures in the last 20 years, and I've honestly raised millions of dollars, big chunks of that money came from this $5 trillion pool of funds.
And that's what you're going to be offering to people watching this video, how to tap into that?
Yes. Would you like to know what that pool is?
Tell me.
Okay. It's very simple, and far more simple than you would believe. And by the way, there's a package at the end of this video. There's a PDF book that tells you how to access that pool of funds. It happens to be the retirement account assets that are in the United States alone. So we're talking IRAs, 401ks, money purchase plans, defined benefit plans. There's any number of retirement accounts where money is accessible, and those investors they're not needing that for grocery and rent money. They want it to grow. They want it to expand. And I have tapped into that so many times, and I'm sharing exactly how to do that. I think it's time to pass the torch. I've been doing this for decades. I have a lifestyle I really enjoy, and I'm definitely interested in helping other people move forward in life and achieve their own dreams. So I want to be clear, you absolutely have to have an honest heart and soul. You get hold of other people's money. You really need to be a good steward of that money because it's a responsibility. But if you have an honest heart and soul and a good idea, you can do it.
I really want to thank you, Patrick, for the quality that you have in wanting to contribute to the world in this way so generously. I really want to acknowledge you for that.
Ann, you're such a dear. I enjoy our friendship, and it's always a delight to work with you. Thank you for coming over for this interview process. I really do appreciate it.
Patrick, I'm so excited about this, and it's so affordable for me, and I'm sure for our audience. So how do they get started?
Thank you, Ann. That part's pretty easy.
There's a page on the website that is at this URL. There's a complete course description there along with the bonuses, and, of course, a button that lets you buy the course right now, today, at some very special pricing.
And now, to those of you who take advantage of this ridiculously good offer,
I'll see you on the next video.
Fantastic.
All right, Ann, thank you again.